Vi lever jo i Tromsø, og vi har mørketid, så akkurat i dag har vi markert i barnehagen at sola blir borte for 2 måneder. Det blir mørkere og mørkere, og da er det viktig at barn har på seg refleks. Og så har vi hodelykter som vi bruker for at man skal se barna. Det er et stort område, sånn at med refleksbånd og reflekser så klarer vi å holde kontroll på ungene og hvor de er henne. Vi holder jo til i et område veldig nært sjøen. Så vi lærer ungene å ferdes i fjæra uten å være redd for vann, men å klare å håndtere det å være så nært havet. Vi har svømmeopplæring for de eldste barna i basseng, og så har vi også svømmeopplæring i sjøen, hvor vi lærer dem livredning i sjøen. Vi har også padlekurs for de eldste, hvor de lærer å padle ute på sjøen. Jeg heter Heidi og er barnehagelærer og daglig leder i en barnehage i Tromsø. Dette er vårt område hvor vi har utebarnehage. Vi prøver i denne barnehagen å la barn få lov å utfolde seg her og bli selvstendig gjennom å være med og styre hverdagen, hva de har lyst til å gjøre. Vi har en kokk som lager mat, så vi synes det er viktig at barn har balanse mellom å spise og leke og ha hvile. Så i lavvoen så hviler de hver dag i sine soveposer. De spiser, men de er veldig mye ute. Så denne barnehagen er jo ute hele året. Det vil si at vi lever inne i naturen sammen med de 4 årstidene vi har. Nå går vi inn i en årstid som er vinter med masse snø. Da er det mye skiaktivitet, og det er mye som skjer på området her. Vi lager også egen skøytebane, hvor ungene kan få lov å gå på skøyte hvis de ønsker det. Og så bruker vi områder til å lage skiløyper, vi lager hopp og orgeltramp og ulike skiaktiviteter som barna kan gjøre gjennom hele vinteren.
So Ellen, what aspect of narrative inquiry are you interested in? What stories do you want to bring alive?
I work with stories now on the One Ocean Portrait or Exploration project, where we collect stories, more like anthropological stories from ourselves and also from the teachers. And we also have films, so we will go through the films and also see if there is collaborative narratives in between the teachers and the children. And I know that there are some, so I will, from that data material, I will also analyze, how children bring content into conversations. So when a kindergarten teacher go into that kind of collaboration, more deep conversations with children, content is made.
We think that narratives are individual, but it's actually that collaboration. So that would be really interesting to see that.
so big. How long did it take you? Well, that was only one day. From the middle of the day middle of the day today.
I would like, on behalf of the IRECE committee, to welcome you all to Tromsø and to finally.
I think it's 4 years since we decided to have this, or Marilyn asked us to have this conference in Tromsø. And she asked me what time is best. And I really had to think, because Veronica or Carola wasn't in this committee yet. And I said, in the beginning of the dark period. Because it's so special. And today, it was last day we could see the sun for 2 months. And it was a beautiful, beautiful light. The sun is under the horizon and it's getting darker and darker and darker until 21st of December. Then it starts to rise.
The outside is cooked. Outside is cooked, yeah.
No, I'm only going to post the good ones. Yeah, no. Anything that doesn't make you look glamorous is not going on.
Can you take my picture?
Quality check. How would you like it, Dad?
Yeah, like this. Don't slip yourself.
Ja, borte takk for dere. Vi tenkte vi skulle gå bort der og så opp en bakke, og så skal vi se om det mer tråkebær. Vi har jo ganske masse, men kanskje vi trenger litt til for at det skal bli saft.
I think this is such a great pleasure to be here at the IRECE conference because it's a great opportunity to get together as a community of researchers in early childhood education. Coming together is always very inspiring, very important for our work, so we can learn from each other, we can be together, we can create new pathways in research and in education together.
Identifying cultural strengths for learning is important for not only for the communities that are underrepresented in our research and in the textbooks and in academia, but also for learning.
We don't think that necessarily the children will change the world, not in kindergarten, but we have to train them in sustainable practices that are useful for the future.
Barnehageforskninga tenker jeg veldig, veldig viktig for fremtiden, og ikke minst bærekraft, fordi at det ungene som skal arve fremtiden vår. Og de trenger barnehagelærere som som har innsikt i både praksiser som handler om å være ute i naturen, bruke naturen på en bærekraftig måte. Jeg tenker i hvert fall vi har spilt inn hvor viktig lokal kunnskap, og spesielt urfolkkunnskap, samisk kunnskap, kan transformeres i barnehagens kontekst. Fordi det handler jo om å lære hvor maten kommer ifra, det handler om å lære hvorfor naturen viktig for oss, litt om økologi og samspillet, både mellom mennesker og den menneskelige natur i form av dyr, men også planter og insekter og hele økosystemet.
In this conference on diversity in early childhood education and care, we look at the Arctic, local and global perspectives. And in particular, we are very interested in putting up the attention to the early childhood educational field and its contributions to sustainable futures.
This panel conversation will touch upon issues of local and global childhoods. We will have as a starting point some of the indigenous connections and some of the indigenous perspectives and takes on childhood and early childhood education.
I brought up with Sami language, and I can say also Sami, I had like Sami pedagogical brought up traditionally. And then I started the school, Sami school from the beginning, and then my colonization period started.
How can we open up for other ways of understanding knowledge and pedagogy in relationship to the relationships that adults have with children, that children have with each other?
A lot of being outdoor was a kind of being aware of the nature and taking care of it, and not a sustainable development.
I have been learning a lot about the Sami culture, which I, as an international or someone that is not from this place, I think is very important to know more about different ways of knowing, different pedagogies and practices.
The essence of conducting research is to share findings with the local and international communities.
I'm here to develop my understanding of global attitudes towards sustainability in early childhood education.
Not all childhoods are the same, and that's very apparent in this conference.
There is such important work going on here, and I get goosebumps even thinking about all the amazing ideas that I've heard and seen. And it's nestled within this incredible international community because people have zoomed in, they've flown in, and so these ideas are now going to trickle out and people around the world can learn from what's happening here in Tromsø.